What I've begun to do here is remove the top portion of the exterior cabinet. We wanted more interior space on inside our ambulance, so I've measured to the height that I want to remove the cabinet, and using my battery-powered Sawzall, I cut along those lines. Now I'm inside. I can't cut along the back side of this cabinet because there's the exterior wall there of the ambulance. So I've measured up to the kerf I've made there in the corner and transferred that measurement outside to the door jamb. And now I'm using a framing square to connect the dots, so to speak, providing myself with a cut line on the inside of the cabinet. And once I had that marked out, I picked up my saw again and started cutting along that line. You know, it was pretty easy to cut through the single layer of diamond plate aluminum. It was a little more challenging to cut the welds, but it was still doable. And now I'm cutting the vertical sides of the cabinet. And here you can see me going through a weld. But then once I was free of the weld, the blade just marched right along. And you can see there I'm cut free vertically as well as horizontally. And then I moved to the forward side against the door jamb and made my vertical cut to free that from the side of the ambulance. And I've just about cut through here. And the vertical and horizontal cuts are free. Now I've moved to the top and I'm cutting along to about halfway across the top of the cabinet. And then I turned around and cut in the other direction. And then kind of meeting in the middle. And then once I met in the middle, I had my wife, so you can see her in the background. She's videotaping as well, and she caught that clip for me, which I'm very grateful for. And there is the upper portion of the cabinet. It kind of looks like a big picture window. I can't say enough about this this saw. It was one battery, two blades. And then I vacuumed out the inside so that little aluminum chips wouldn't get caught on my soles and I'd drag it around. It's surprising at how much weight this top portion weighed. You know, I'm taking that out of the ambulance and lightening the load. And here's the upper portion of the forward cabinet, which I did earlier in the summer. And here's what it looks like inside with both cabinets removed. And remember, up in the forward left-hand corner, you can see where I epoxied the top portion of the door back in place. And I'll be doing the same back here as well. So our bed will be in the back here, going from port to starboard. And here, I'm closing up the doors. I'm going to put the top panel back in place. I do have a video coming up at some point where I show how I did these top panels, both the forward door and the aft door here. And now I'm going to jack the door up to the height it needs to be and put my little shim stick between the bottom doors and the top panel. And so this is what it's going to look like once I get that stuck in place. The whole outside of the ambulance is going to be repainted and all faired up. So all three exterior doors on the left side of the ambulance are at the same height. And that's it.